the ones to make them run it the hard route.
And ever since this meta started, everybody has said this favors Paper Rex the most. This is the best chance that they have to have a clean win here at Masters. And as also, as we said, they've been playing against the Americas teams the entirety of the tournament. Still want to think about that first map, that Pearl, and how things faced around for NRG versus BBL. How well prepared they were to deal with the aggression. How incredibly fast they were with the double drone and whatnot. Also, having a bit more time to face up and prepare against Paper Rex, because do not forget, at the end of the day, they had like only a few hours to get this match ready.
Yeah, NRG is trying to sell themselves as the anti-meta team, the ones staying away from double duelists, picking into double drone compositions, intentionally trying to shut down teams like Paper Rex. They were so successful on it against BBL. What I'm interested is, can they do it against the creme de la creme of these compositions?
Yeah, this isn't just a battle of regions, it's a battle of ideas. Both of these are trying to fight to prove that their take on the game is the right one. And it's a similar discussion, I think, that we saw with Noxian Red Force, another team who loves to play that aggressive style. G2 tried to find a middle ground, right? They're trying to find a way to balance that light and shadow. No, NRG want to counter this comp. They want to be the one that answers the questions that Paper Rex asks so instinctively of their opponents.
They certainly do. The pressure as well, definitely big in a match like this, but these two teams both so experienced, so many times that they've met at this kind of stage in a tournament. You gotta look to some of those new players on both sides. Kiko and Envy stepping in a direct parallel, I think, in replacing big shoes, but immediately performing and integrating, not just into what the team was, but adding to make them something better.
Yeah, we just saw a very explosive duelist taken onto the stage, and I think that Mada will have to fill in the shoes just as Tambi was doing it earlier today. I think that there's going to be not a lot of pressure onto him, but I love the plans that they have around him on the attack. He was completely electric the last time that they played against each other.
Okay, so Eau de Pearl, we're no stranger really to seeing the Phoenix from Paper Rex on this particular map, but they've been mixing the comp up a little bit. We've seen Raise Your Vito from them. So this for me feels like Paper Rex are mixing it up and going back to
it is a pretty solid change since the last time. They were playing that Vito comp, remember, that NRG had such a good prep for of how to deal with.
Is this their old comp?
It's not quite the same, I don't think. They've played so many comps this year on Pearl. This is not one of them. It's fresh from PRX.
Something a little bit new here. Can't wait to see how this plays out. You're right, last time it was Raise Your Vito, which even for PRX standards was pretty wacky. You already know this match is going to be an absolute doozy, so without further ado, let's hand it over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Oh boy, here we are. Paper Rex going to be rematching against NRG. Uber was talking about it, the current reigning champions versus the winners of Masters Toronto, looking for that slot forward into that upper final. This one is going to be bloody.
Absolutely. I mean, the last match was back and forth the whole way through, came down to the wire, came down to another Forsaken ace closer. And for Paper Rex, they have been condemned to fight the Americas here in Master Santiago. Can NRG get their revenge? I don't know, but this Pearl ought to be interesting with Paper Rex going back to something that's a little more oldish comfort, not quite what they usually play, because it was a Jet in the mix instead of a Yoru, but that's the only difference.
Jet in the mix. KJ also in there.
Sometimes, but they have run it with Vice.
So here's a bit of a change up. Let's see if that catches NRG off guard as Envy. Peek in towards A-Main. He's going to be scaling aggressively as, once again, back to their old ways. Just going to be playing Orb Collector here for Jing. Trying to get those run it backs on as quickly as possible. But while they push their way out into this position, they have left the A site completely open for this four-man push from NRG.
Yeah, I like the ring around the rosy here from NRG. This is a pretty good read, knowing that that A orb is always going to be under contention with this Phoenix in the mix. See if they can take the space, but they're second guessing themselves here. They had a wide open A site, but
backpedaling a bit, but just not seeing enough. Now going to start storming their way in. Footsteps about to be heard here. Is Envy going to go on the peak? Scuba has the shutdown. Curveball going to be lobbed in. Jing looking for an elimination. Sends the volley into the corner, but Scuba going to be able to collect a second kill. Something forced away. A couple players going to be taken low, but two-player advantage here in their heads. The swing of the corner, and Ethan is just so damn snappy with that one. Suddenly it's just something in a 1v4. Alpar is all in tatters, but this would still be one hell of a clutch. Out tucked into the corner there at Halls, doubled up with Kiko. Ready for that counter swing and maybe even just finding the timing as there's the turret for the reveal. Something trying to clear that one out. Sights back, swings the corner. Kiko down so very low, but it's going to be Brock out from main to take him down. NRG find the opening pistol.
Well, it's Scuba who really bails out NRG here. That is phenomenal stuff to watch that backside and be so prepared for that quick rotation through mid. Goodness, that is a nasty shed shot. And able to get ahead of the hot hands. Really nice. And that basically just breaks things open. So a really nice start here for NRG. Doing something they couldn't do the last time they played Pearl. Win a pistol, even though they won the map. Paper Rex actually took both. You can see that now you got to be very cautious, very aware of that Phoenix, and a little bit of proactive util scouting to get the orb for themselves. While Paper Rex rotating in this direction, but NRG just using that orb collect to try something a little bit different.
Second going on a walkabout here in the mid. The turret will be able to spot him. Decides to just back away. 3 players. It's Art Stair side. Just going to be rotating again. Through connector across towards the doors. It's going to be a silent chop walk here for NRG. Full 5-player cluster ready to push down through B main.
It's a pretty good read. Jing with the frenzy, Devi with the sheriff, some firepower in terms of pistols. So you never know here. Paper Rex looking for that eco. We can do that thing that NRG actually did to them once.
All right. Spot out. Stealth drone's going to be going forward, and Monit finds the enemy Vice off the rip. Storm forward now. Curveball going to be getting a catch with a saturate as well. One of them here around the corner, but it's going to be something in Jing Bunny 1 apiece. Monit in with 3. And Ethan with the stun will be able to find Envy. Explosive round, but damage will be found here by Paper Rex. We need to get 3 kills or to inflict a bit of damage. Able to do just that, but 2 rifles still going to be carried over.
Well, Brock thought about bringing in the Odin on round 3. Thinks better of it. Even how that one went. Paper Rex going to go for the Outlaw with something. Want to punish those half armors. You get full rifles, though, for NRG off of this, so even though